Okay, so this is how to insert a chart if you don't have the desktop version. If you're working through My Apps and you need to make a chart with using Excel Online, it's a little bit different. So again, we're going to select our range of numbers to include in the chart, which is the same as I did in the desktop app, B2 to C12. And again, we're going to go to Insert on the ribbon. We're going to go to Recommended Charts. Now here you'll see it looks a little bit different. So I'm just going to scroll through these recommended charts and scroll down to the one that looks like the clustered chart, which is this average words per minute by student. Your instructions for Activity 4 are going to ask you to insert a clustered column. If you didn't know what that was, it does look like this chart right here, but if you weren't sure which chart was the correct one, you can just use this column because it's a clustered column chart. Use the drop down, and if you hover over these, it will tell you the name of them. So we don't want a stacked column and we don't want 100% stacked column. We want the first choice, which is the clustered column. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And you'll get a chart that looks very similar to the chart that we got in your online version. Now this chart, you'll notice, it did have average words per minute as the title automatically. And it does have the students at the bottom and the average words per minute at the top. If you want to change something in your chart, so maybe you want to change average words per minute, you have to click up here on Chart Tools. Sorry, not Chart Tools. You click on Chart, and then you'll see all the options to change your chart right here. So if you wanted to change your chart title, if you're in the online version, you can't simply click on it like we did in the desktop version. You would click the drop down, click Edit the Chart Title, and then you can go ahead and edit it. So we're going to just name it Average Typing Words per Minute. And then click OK, and you'll see that your title changed. I also mentioned that when I was working in the desktop app, I liked it when they had the data labels inside the columns. So to do that, right here is the data labels option. You hit the drop down, and you can put them wherever you want. You can put them in the center on the data points, inside end, which is where I like them, and that's what I'm going to choose. And you'll notice it put them right there so it's easier for you to read. If you want to move your chart around, just make sure you have the whole outer box selected and only that. Move your cursor till you get this four-way arrow. Hold down on your touchpad and you can just move it around wherever you want. When you want to resize, it's always important that you use one of the corner handles so that your chart doesn't get distorted. So if you need to make it smaller, use a corner handle. And I'm just going to show you an example. If you stretch it out like that, it's just going to look funny. So if you do something and you want to back up, remember you can always hit undo and put it back like it was before.